Coming to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Ready to go now? Here's George Springer.
This afternoon, the designated hitter, number 4, George Springer.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes should have this one. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. That one ran inside, almost got him. Outside low, and it's a full count. Fights it off, he'll see another. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk, and that's their first base runner of the game. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the goal. And there's a foul ball. The 2-2. That one just misses. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Shohei.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Here's a 1-1. And that is out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Goes down looking. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless.
You can't stop me now. I'm gonna run you wild. You can't stop me. It's in the way that I walk, all in the way that I talk. Touchdown and bringing in flavor.
We go to the bottom of the first, and the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Here's a 2-1. Way out front for strike 2. Gausman, more than 100 career wins on the mound, a former first-round pick back in 2012. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll circle the bases The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the Nerd Herd and StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit them much farther than that, Boog. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
This one in the air, right field. Barger makes his way towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And, Chris, they're not lacking for players that can hit the ball over the fence.
And with that said, these hitters have to be patient at the plate because the opposing pitchers are not just going to feed them fastballs down the middle. They're going to have to get deeper into counts and sometimes take the walks. But when they get their pitches, they don't usually miss them, and that's what I'm expecting to see here in this one.
That one misses. Ball 2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses, and there's 2 away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Kyle Tucker. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Kyle Tucker sends it out. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So 2 down. Will Smith to the plate.
Outside, that's a ball.
The count 2-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's 2-0. Top of the second. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-2. And there's the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez on the move. And there's 2 away.
7. Third baseman, Kazuma
So up next for
Okamoto.
Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That one outside.
That ball went out.
Full count now. Ernie Clement waiting to hit for Toronto. Payoff pitch. Draws the
Ball
walk
4.
there.
Take the base.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the outside corner, got him looking. One left for Toronto, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a strike on the outside edge. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. That was foul, and he'll see another. Got him. Now one away.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Falling
That's a
behind
ball.
2-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
2-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. And it is gone. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Now here is Andy Pages. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. That one missed. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tommy Nance, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fisher getting cranked up as well. That's outside. Ball 3. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kevin Gausman makes way, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Tommy Nance on to pitch here.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now it's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. Comes up empty. That's strike two. The 1-2. That one almost got him. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Hit him.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated
Here's
hitter,
Shohei Ohtani. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. Now a quick throw to first. Kim back on a dive.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ball and 2 strikes. Runner takes off.
That's inside.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Man at second. That one to first. He steps on the bag. Play is made. 2 out.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
The 2-1. Way
Inside, ball 3.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tommy Nance is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Braden
Toronto.
Fisher
Number
gets the ball
63,
now.
Braden
Well, they need someone to
Fisher.
stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. 2 on, 2 outs. Fisher. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Got him swinging for the K. Good job at damage control right there. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game.
So what's the win without a comeback? Hustling every day to win. Now you win this in a comeback. I'm not the one that you should play with. Better stick with who you came with.
On to the 3rd inning. And now for the
Toronto,
Jays,
shortstop
Andres Jimenez. The Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And a swing and a miss there. This one in the air, center field. Pajes gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, George
Back to the top of the
Springer.
order now. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. The 2-1. metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around. Defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Springer wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges.
Up next for the Blue
One out
Jays,
man at
right
first.
fielder,
So up
Addison
next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity.
Springer on the run. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Man on second, 2 down. Pitch misses. It's 2-2. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And Guerrero is set down. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the last of the third. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And they'll do it again. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Outside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. This one's smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That one ripped, but foul. Two now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Max Muncy at the dish. Two one now. That's in there. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Great. New pitcher now for the Jays, Mason Fluharty.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. 1-1 now. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. Got him swinging. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And the lead is now 5-0. Start of the fourth. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Will Klein looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Sheehan also getting ready. The 2-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Three-two on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw. Save.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw is just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Man at second. Late on that fastball.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Ohtani checks the runner. Varsho dives back in safely. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So now with one away and a man at second. And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Here's a 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Man on second, 2 down. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Jays nothing. Back here in L.A., this lineup has been going off today. 5 homers so far as we take a look at the spray chart.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
That one hammered but pulled foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 out now.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And There's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that execute the pitch go right after that hitter and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Ohtani. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's outside.
That one misses. They're down 3-1. Mookie Betts waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Dodgers go down quietly as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Will Klein.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's way outside. Ball 2. Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
This one in the air, right field. Not there in time, and that's the first hit for them in this one. And a good start to the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Outside low, ball 3. Clement aboard here at first with nobody out. Chop to the right side. Kim slings to first. What a play.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, George
And the batter is George Springer. Runner at second here, one gone. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throw into third. Tag save.
He's in there.
He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
The 2-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That misses the zone. Full count now. Stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Carrying well. And that ball is out of here. George Springer leaves the yard. And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Will Klein done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. 1 down. Addison Barger, the next to hit.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
The 2-1. There's a strike. And it remains 2-2. Upstairs.
That's ball 3.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy takes it in for the out. 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This could end it. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
And your final score, 5-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.